The first rule of protecting a woman is to protect her from you, from yourself. I'm talking to you, man. The
Hi
first
everyone, and welcome to Saf Talks. I am Miss 5MT, and I'm here with my husband to talk about a new topic. A topic in regards to men's roles in today's society. So, babe, what are your thoughts on men's roles today? Have they changed or are they still the same?
men's role today is still the same, but we have to make a slight adjustment. For example, the role of a man is to protect, but we have to expand onto that. On day-to-day basis, I don't need to protect you from violence.
No,
It hasn't occurred,
no,
but it doesn't mean that it will not occur.
no.
But protecting you is not solely or only from violence or external forces that are coming to get you. The first rule of protecting a woman is to protect her from you, from yourself. I'm talking to you, man. The first rule of protecting a woman is to protect her from yourself, from me.
I agree.
Do you want to know more?
I do want to know more.
I always said this, that soldiers are well-behaved monsters.
Yeah.
We all know what soldiers do in the army. We all know how war transpire. What men, all soldiers, do those kind of things. But it has to be under control. You are also capable of such violence as a man. You are also capable of breaking your women as a man. Your words can be sharper than a sword if you want to cut the heart or the feeling of your woman. Furthermore, I will include even mentally scar them if you are not well regulated as a man. You can be a danger to your family.
Yeah, I agree.
Hence why I said the first rule of protecting a woman is to protect her from yourself. Hence why for the past years, there has been a lot of screaming that men should be taught emotional regulation. Self-discipline is not only by lust that has to be contained or that have to be well controlled. Not only lust at all. Yes, lust also can get your family torn apart. Lust also can destroy your relationship if as a man you can't keep your pee-pee in your pants. And we've seen it, what it has done to families.
The damage, yeah.
The damage, we've seen it. But furthermore, your words, your actions can be detrimental to your relationship if you are not well trained, guided, or you can't control your emotions. Hence why I said the first rule of protecting a woman is to protect her from yourself as a man.
Well, I think you can correct me if I'm wrong. It boils down, this mantra of protection boils down to whether a man or a boy cares enough to want to be self-disciplined, because it's skills you have to learn or skills that need to be trained or instilled within a person. And if the benefit of it is only reaped from the counterparts, which is us women, and they don't necessarily see any how they can benefit from it, I think it just boils down to them not caring because they don't benefit from being self-disciplined or being emotionally regulated.
Okay, that's a good
So where can we
point.
find these men that do care enough
I think it's
to
a.
do this?
I think it's a bit you saying they don't care. I don't think they don't care. They don't know how to care.
And what's the difference?
The difference is one who knows will do better. The one who doesn't know can't do better. Like you once said to me that you read a quote that says, "If I know better, I will do better." There are boys who are going to manhood not knowing better. Knowing better, it means how to behave as a man and understand the primary role of a man is to protect your entourage from yourself. They don't know it. One of the things that you see that is spiraling out of control in our generation and how young boys are behaving like sissies or behaving like women. There's a spirit of a woman in them. Based on what we observe, what we know, women are easily drawn into negative emotion. Women, to an extent, causes a lot of chaos emotionally. Now, if a boy who's raised by a single mother was most likely to behave like the mother can only teach them, or instill in him what she has. And what she has is feminine trait. What she has is a way of a woman. That's the only thing she can instill on that boy. Therefore, he will be an emotional boy. Not necessarily crying over the place, but also just letting out his aggression everywhere. Which, by the way, have severe consequences in our society. Hence why I'm saying that they have to be taught to care. The benefits of you controlling yourself, how it benefits your lovely woman, how it protects your relationship, how it protects your marriage, and what it can produce positively in your relationship if you know how to regulate your emotion as a man. That is you protecting a woman.
So what category of men or boys are we speaking to right now?
I'm speaking to you, let's start first with you, black boys. I'm speaking to white, Chinese, Asian. I'm speaking to those young men who wish to have a woman as a wife. It's no joke. And I always say this also, babe, that the highest responsibility a man can ever take on board is a woman. The highest, nothing beats that. It's not a joke. Women are not robots. They are not puppet toys. They are not what should I say, animals. Women are human beings with feeling, intelligent, and also amazingly can better your life if you know how to treat them.
I agree.
So I'm speaking to the young man that is coming up. If no one ever taught you this, the highest responsibility you can have is looking after a woman. It's not a joke. That's why it's important for you to know how to protect her from you. Because most likely these women who are being abused, women who are being torn apart, emotionally destroyed, it's not happening outside. It's happening in their homes.
Yeah, because they're given access to these men. That these men that are not emotionally regulated.
But that's a bit unfair, don't you think? So you said they are given access to these men. Or they are picking these men.
Yeah, the next step after picking this man is to give him access. You can pick a man but not give him access. There's stages to a relationship.
Okay,
There's
that's
stages to a friendship. From going from a stranger to connaissance, so knowing each other. There's stages to it. You pick that man, then you give him access. Because it's not every man that you pick will have access to you.
True. But most likely they will if you really pick that man.
Yeah, some men are not picked though. Like fathers,
Okay.
uncles,
True.
cousins.
True.
They're not picked, they're blood. But we're also talking to family members. Women that will watch this can also share it to their family members.
True.
To inspire them and to know that, okay, it will cause them to think as to whether they have been given access to this information. And then it will cause them to question themselves. How do I know how to self-regulate? Am I emotionally mature? Where do I lack in these areas? And then they will know who the right people are to come and ask these questions to. Because if they then question those that they cannot pick, which is family, dads, uncles, brothers, then that's where the work can also be done. It's just not for external parties.
Yeah, and that's the importance of a father being around. Fathers know how to regulate a boy's emotion to lead him to manhood. Manhood is not a demonstration of aggression that is out of control.
No.
That's a boy.
Yeah.
A man has to self-regulate for the sake of his entourage.
Mm-hmm.